where, hey, I've heard a lot of talk lately from people about how real estate prices are going to go down. There's going to be these great opportunities to go out and steal properties, get these crazy good deals on houses. So is that true? Is that what's really happening in Arizona? Let's take a look and find out what the real story is. My name is John Glutch. I'm the team leader of the Glutch Group, and this is the most recent update on what's going on in housing prices in Arizona. So let's take a look at the Cromford Market Index. As you can see here, this is a index that goes, in this particular chart, we're showing the range from 50 to 250. It goes, from 0 to 400. Anything above 100 on this index means that there is upward pressure on pricing. It's a seller's market, people fighting over houses, all that kind of thing. And then anything below 100 is where you're going to see downward pressure on pricing. This is a heat index. It tells you what's going on in the marketplace. And this is created by Mike Orr over at the Cromford Report. And as you can see, it's really accurate. This guy predicted the last bubble. He predicted the burst. It's been fantastic. It's incredibly accurate. We're very lucky to have this in Arizona. Not every state has this. But as you can see on this chart here, if you track this black line, that's the Cromford Index that Mike Orr created. If you want access to this, they have a great website. I highly suggest taking a look at that. It's a few bucks a month, and you get daily updates on what's going on. And then this index here, you can see falls, and what you can see with these blue lines is appreciation. So that's how much appreciation are we experiencing. You can see in the 2005 bubble, crazy amounts of appreciation, like 40% house appreciation in a year. That's insane, right? Totally unsustainable. So we had this burst, and then the line got below 100, below balance, and you can see the prices started to deflate. But what you can notice is the trend is that this Cromford Index is leading in it. It's like a future predictor. It's like a genie, right? It tells you what's gonna happen, and it's ahead of pricing. So we saw the Cromford Index get below 0, and prices didn't start to fall for like a year and a half. So this is really, really good at predicting what's going to happen. And here's what's interesting. If you look at what's happening right now, you can see that the Cromford Index has gone from like 250, which is crazy, on fire, multiple offers, hard to even buy a house, down to 150. And this was like scary times, right? The number was falling, the points on that index were falling 1.5, 2 points a day, which was just insane. We've never seen it go that fast. But you could see, here's the hope, right? The bend in the elbow is starting to happen. It's really starting to ease off. We are now, and Mike Orr over at the Cromford Index is reporting that he does not anticipate it at all, that the index is going to fall below 100. We're going to probably see it stabilize, somewhere out here in the 120 range, which is still a seller's market. That means there will not be falling real estate prices. That's just not going to happen. This is a whole different kind of crisis. This is not a housing crisis like what we experienced before. The real estate market is very, very stable, and we do not see homes falling in price. In fact, our buyers are facing multiple offers right now. They were facing multiple offers during the crazy lockdown. So it is not a situation where you're going to be able to steal a house. You're going to be able to get a better deal. If you wait a year to buy a house, they will almost certainly be more expensive next year, and you're probably going to have to pay a higher interest rate. Interest rates are phenomenal right now. You're seeing right now a little breathing room as a buyer. Like, you can actually make an offer on a house and you're only up against 2 other offers instead of 10, which is literally what we were experiencing 2 months ago. So this is a nice little reprieve for buyers. They get a little more ability to actually buy a house without quite as hard of a fight. And they're going to buy in this environment where prices are still going up and will very likely continue to go up. A couple quick little updates on specifically what's going on now. When I talk about supply and demand, right, of houses, you can see this is the number of active listings, and you can see crazy amounts of active listings in like 2007, 2008. That's what creates falling prices, is when there's just too many. If you go to the Cadillac dealership and there's 1,000 of the car you want, you're in a pretty good position as a buyer to make a deal. That's not what's happening with listings right now. You can see we're at very, very low listing counts, and we're not seeing an increase in that. It's really holding pretty steady at about 15% below what we were seeing last year in terms of listing. You can see this time last year we saw actually more listings. So we don't have this big glut of listings, which is what it would really take to start to see home prices fall. Here you can see listings under contract ticking up. This is like really current indicator of what's going on in the marketplace. So you can see this is how many properties were under contract, meaning a buyer and a seller had agreed, hadn't closed yet, but they had agreed on terms. That was falling, which makes total sense, right, during the crisis. But now, starting to tick back up really steadily. So, and we're experiencing that out in the field, right? We're starting to see more and more people who are ready to go out and buy a house. So this is a great recovery. The housing market is in such good shape. It's really, really different than the stock market and some of these other issues that we've experienced. So that's the story. House prices are very safe. As a buyer, get after it. Now would be the time. Don't wait. You're not going to get a better deal 6 months from now. Now would be the time to go out and make yourself a deal. So that's the latest. As always, we're here to help. If you are interested in getting in the game, going out and buying a house, let us know. We'd be happy to get you started. It does take a special skill set to do that really well in this environment, and we would love to talk you through what it's like to buy a house right now during the coronavirus issues that we have going on. Let us know. We'd be happy to get you started. Thanks. Have a great day.